Today in this video, I'm going to show you guys some must-have accessories for the Xbox Series X or Series S. First up on the list, we have the HYPERX Charge Play Dual. This is a total must-have. Charge your Xbox controller. Stop relying on the AA batteries. So you have these battery packs. And alright, you have your overview, power adapter here. Here's your battery pack. And also you have your battery door. Alright, so you got 4 battery doors, and of course you have the base itself. You take your Xbox controller, remove the back, get rid of these AA batteries. You're not going to need them no more. Then you just install the battery pack. Hold on. Oh, okay, it goes in that way. Alright, there we go. It goes in like so. So you have with 1 connector, and you have one with 3 connectors. So you want to look at the back of your controller and make sure you have 3 connectors. I think this is for the Xbox One. I could be wrong. So yeah, so this is the one that fits perfect. The white and the black might look a little tacky, but nonetheless, functionally, there's a little juice in here, as you guys can see. And then whenever you're ready to charge up, you just dock it up, and you're good to go. And it looks a lot better with the all black. And of course, have some juice. And I'm good to go, and I can dock it up. So really simple, but effective. This is going to be worth every single penny, just because you don't have to worry about buying AA batteries. I mean, this could get a little annoying, unless you have a lot of these, you should be good, but it's always going to be convenient to have a charging system. So yeah, staple. And you grab it and go. You don't have to be fighting with the pins. You slap it down and you're good to go. So I'm sure once it's fully charged, it's going to be a solid light, but this is showing that it is charging up. Alright, next up on the list, we have a USB-A to Type-C. What's interesting about the Xbox controller, you can plug it up to the console and just use this hardwire. So you don't have to worry about any delays or lag or anything. Very convenient if you play on PC too. So you can connect the Xbox controller to your computer and just have that hardwire connection. And the thing is too, I recommend braided cables because it's going to increase the longevity or the lifespan of that cable. And it's very simple. You just plug it into the controller, and you plug the other in to your Xbox or PC, and then you're gonna have no lag, no problems. I actually have a cable, but it's not braided, so I'm just gonna add this to my collection. And next up on the list, we have these silicone grips. This is from Extreme or PlayVital. And yeah, so this is gonna just have a little bit more grip on your controller, a little bit more on the comfort side. So I have various different colors here. So we have green, blue, red, black. Ooh, this feels a little bit more grippier. I'm actually gonna keep this on. I'm gonna see how the red and the other colors look, but I appreciate the little tactile and grip on the back. So that feels really nice. Like your fingers just groove right in. So this is how it is with the black controller. I like the white controller a little bit better. Like when it comes down to more colorful colors. Okay, and here's how the white one looks. Pretty clean. And the best thing too about these grips, you can still access the buttons. Nothing's covering it. It is cutting it a little too close. Maybe I gotta adjust in the grip a little bit. But you can still press the buttons nonetheless. Black and red, here's how it looks. Alright, so black on black is really nice with the black controller, nice and seamless, but you can clearly still see it's a skin. Kind of look kind of tacky in my opinion, the black and white. Let me test this out. This will work just fine. So seeing the pins, so you're not gonna have any problems with the charge and dock dual that we just covered. Alright, so the prices are ranging like about $15, $14, $13. I throw a link in the description to all of them, all the colors. Next up on the list, we have the PDP gaming media remote for the Xbox. It's kind of crazy how Microsoft didn't make an official remote for the Xbox. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is $20. I'm gonna show you guys how to pair it up and all of that, but taking a look at the remote itself, you got that very squarey design. So if you look at the PlayStation media remote, it's more curvy and stuff, but this is matching the aesthetics of the Xbox. Yeah, so it takes AAA batteries. Yikes, I don't have no AAA batteries, unfortunately. You have all your buttons here, your Xbox, your directional, your play pause, your fast forward, rewind. Oh, wait a minute. How did it see it? I didn't even set it up. I just put the batteries inside. Wow. No setup needed? Oh, that's crazy. Yep, I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, the remote is fully functional. And something to keep in mind of, the remote is backlit. Wow, that's cool. Put the batteries in, you just use it. Even with the volume up and down, it works. It can control my TV volume. I guess the infrared could just automatically identify that it sees the connection. Wow. Now, if you like to store your Xbox Series X games, this is going to be your best friend. So this is the Seagate 1TB SSD expansion card. And this is an arm and a leg. This is super expensive, $220 to be exact. For the performance that you're getting and the convenience of just plugging it into the back. Ooh, and this is the size of it? That's it? This is tiny. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Yeah, but this is super tiny. Let me see what else is inside the box. We don't really have anything, no cables. Okay, so the expansion card, it just goes right there on the back. Oops, let me see. And that's it. Clicks right into place, and now I have 1TB plus 1TB internally. This reminds me of the memory cards from back in the days. I'm talking about these memory cards. You guys remember these memory cards? PlayStation 2, 8MB. This is 1TB, and this is smaller. So the Seagate 1TB expansion card, highly recommended, especially for the future of Series X games. The game sizes are only getting bigger, and you might want to pick this up. So storage expansion is ready to use. I can just start storing games and I'm good to go. 92.5% using it internally, and I can just drag everything down to the expansion card and still have some space left. So in the total, I have just about 2 terabytes of storage. And that is one of the main issues with this console generation. Game sizes are getting bigger and bigger, but the consoles don't really have enough storage out the box. You cannot store Series X or S games. This is only for Xbox One or 360 or the original Xbox. The more newer games, you need SSD to keep up with the speed. This hard drive is just simply too slow. And then you got Game Pass Ultimate. I actually have Game Pass already. And just like that, I'm going to have to format it so you can use for media. You can format the storage device. You have the SSD expansion card, 920 gigabytes. And then you have your hard drive disk from Western Digital, 931 gigabytes. Next up on the list, we have a dust filter, and dust is one of those things that always appears out of nowhere. All right, and here's how it looks. Very simple covers. If you build a PC, you're gonna be very familiar of these little dust cover sheets. So this is gonna cover the vents, but it's still gonna circulate to the Series X. It goes right on the top. Okay, so that's what it does. So now it kind of removes the aesthetics a little bit, because I actually like seeing the little green and the curvature down, but it's going to protect your system from getting any dust inside. And they just gave you extra too, so you have extra in case you mess one up, you want to replace it, you have another. All right, next up on the list, there's just some RGBs on the bottom of the system. I just wanted to see how it works, check it out. And you even have a remote too inside. Okay, it is, and it plugs in the USB port on the back of your system, and it just goes all around the bottom. And having the light shine on the bottom, that's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. If you have a nice setup, this is gonna look crazy. So let me just do it like a circular motion. Yeah, it fits perfect. And also keep in mind, this works even when the system is off, which is pretty cool. So the aesthetic still goes on and the effects while the Xbox is currently off. This is really cool. This blew me away, I ain't gonna lie. Next up on the list, we have the official Xbox wireless headset. Been rocking this out since day one, and yeah, as you guys can see, it holds up really well. The microphone quality isn't it, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but the sound quality is really rich. It's rich sound quality, a lot of bass, but you can adjust it using the EQ. I made a full dedicated video reviewing this headset. Make sure you guys check it out. And aesthetically, of course, it matches perfect with the Series X. Not really too much on the Series S side. I wish Xbox would have made a white and green one. That would have been perfect for the Series S, of course. Now, next up on the list, this one is interesting. We have a HDMI cable, but this costs $179. And I'm curious myself. Normally, you could get HDMI cables for like $20, $10. There has to be a reason why this costs so much. So there's two cables inside of this. We have a DisplayPort cable and the HDMI. The display cable is for my PC, and then we have the HDMI one. Alright, so this cable, it supports higher resolution and faster refresh rates, so 8K at 60 Hz, dynamic HDR support. Now, one thing weird about this cable, you have to make sure you place it in right. So you have display and you have source. So in this case, the source will go into the Xbox and then display will go into your monitor, TV, whatever you have. So that's very important. Make sure you use the cable correctly. Oh, okay. So that's what that USB is for. So it has a 5-watt USB power adapter. An event where no picture is display. Connect the 5-watt USB power adapter between the source or the display in the end. So this cable here is really no joke. I want to put that to the test. I'm going to compare it to a regular HDMI cable to this one. Next up on the list, this is a big box here. This is a bag for your Xbox. Wow, look at the material on this bag. You guys see this? So I love the design. It's so elegant. So look at even like the hook. It's literally like a hook. So now this is just really for traveling. So you can store your Xbox Series X or S alongside with the controller, hard drive, and all your accessories. Okay, so inside, this is just your top, so I guess you could store your games, controller. So you could put 2 controllers in here alongside some games. I don't have any physical Xbox games. Well, I do, that's downstairs, but you get my point. Now I have a Series S right here. Let's see if it can fit. Okay, yeah, it can fit perfectly fine. So this is not going anywhere. Literally is not going anywhere. It's snug in there. It's not even going to move around. To go along with that top, you can also store some cables too, HDMI, whatever you have. And you have, of course, you still have your shoulder strap. So if you want to hold your bag that way, you can. Take a look at the side. This is just to store anything, more stuff. And then you even have more compartments too on the side here, on the front. And you have another compartment on the other side. So compartments on top of compartments. It's a pretty elegant looking bag, and you're not gonna go wrong with this at all. Definitely a must-have. And then next up on the list, we have a wall mount. This is gonna be very clean, and yes, you have all the tools you needed. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna set this up. I've seen a lot of great pictures online. You can set it up horizontally, vertically. You can have it behind your TV, underneath it, left or right. This is going to be really nice. It depends on the setup that you're going for. And the Xbox will just slide right in, just like so. And you guys can see it fits like a glove. Now, you do have maximum ventilation, so no ports or anything are covered. The back is also open too, so you're not losing any ventilation whatsoever. Even from the bottom, as we saw earlier, you have the X, so you still have some vents open too. Now yes, I know it's an Xbox video, but unfortunately on the PS5 you have to lay it on its side. That's the only side you have. It's not going to be towards you with the optical drive facing you in the front. It had to be side to side, unfortunately. I'm not going to do it right now, but if you guys subscribe to the channel, maybe I might do it in the future for another future desk setup video. Who knows? Now it was sent to me. This was sent to me for review. But unfortunately, I'm just not ready for a wall-mounted Xbox just yet. Alright, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Those are my best Xbox Series X and S accessories. Let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. And of course, all the links will be down below. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. And drop a like on this video. Help me out tremendously. Until next time. Peace.